Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Trogdor, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here we are in the final week of the PTL. Week number 12. My opponent is Arkanite in the San Antonio Victreebels, and I'm Trogdor with the Vancouver Tapu Konucks. So this is week 12, final week of the regular season, and TLDR, I have to win. I have to win this game because otherwise I have absolutely no chance of advancing. And even if I do, and it's still like, who knows? Anything could happen. So my opponent has a pretty scary team. You see Tapu Lele right there. It's probably one of the most borked things ever. He's also got Mega Aggron, which has a special property that it can't be OHKO'd by anything except for Landorus. Gengar, which I was actually a little bit spooked about because it's a really spoopy ghost, and a Scarf set can just ruin my day. So I've got to be really careful around that. Slowbro, which I'm like 90% sure is going to be Colberberry to live a knockoff from Weavile, so that's why I'm Swords Dance Weavile again. I basically need to Swords Dance so I can KO the Slowbro at +2, and then the only thing I can really ruin my day is like Scarf Tapu Lele, because anything else that would be faster than me, like the Nidoking or the Gengar, can be KO'd by Ice Shard. Snorlax KO'd by Low Kick, and Aggron, if it's like max HP but like 4 defense, I think I take it out with Low Kick. But yeah, Weavile's going to be taking lives. Landorus, I'm actually running a Calm Mindset with Landorus just because that really helps me KO the Mega Aggron and just does a ton of damage to everything else. But he does have a lot of fast mounts, like the Tapu Lele is probably Scarf, let's be real. Nidoking is another potential Scarfer. But otherwise, I KO both of them. If I do get the Spadef boost, that would be really helpful. And Slowbro is otherwise just really difficult for my team to break. Cresselia is, defensive, annoying, toxic, blah, blah, blah. Steelix is actually a little bit spicy with the Salt Vest just because I need like a real switch into the likes of Tapu Lele to the likes of Gengar. And still not really helpful against the Nidoking. And Amoonguss has the, sleep potion powder spore. That's what it's got. So put something to sleep, get Weavile in, Swords Dance, win, but, play around Tapu Lele and, spaghetti pockets, Tapu Lele, etc. I really don't know how I'm going to deal with that because he's probably going to be smart around my Steelix. So let's see how our final week goes, everyone. So he's got the Gengar and I've got Amoonguss. I'm just going to go straight up for the Spore right here. The Psychic was doing a really good chunk of damage as he goes into the Snorlax. I've got nothing for that. So I know that it's like he's either going to stand with Gengar and be asleep or switch something else, so I'd get a free into Weavile and, like I said, something to sleep. Go for the Swords Dance. Here we go. He's got the Iron Head, which does a really nice chunk of damage for me. If that was a crit, that would have been like, leave me at 1%, which would have been awful, or even KO'd me. But yeah, I am able to take it out with Low Kick as he brings in, you guessed it, the Tapu Lele. So I basically knew this would happen. Like, he's going to keep the Tapu Lele around and not let Weavile get any kills. So, but I do manage to sneak 1 kill into there, as I just got to get out of here, go for the Steelix. Moonblast is doing potatoes to me. I eat that up and it's like, oh no, my special attack is lowered. Whatever will I do? So Heavy Slam does nothing to the Slowbro. That's obviously defensive. But luckily he reveals to not be the Colberberry as I Dragon Tail it out of there. So Mega Aggron goes for the Flamethrower. That's pretty hot and spicy. I'd say as spicy as well, I don't know how good a special attack is, but however spicy that can possibly be. So I see that his Aggron's an interesting set, so it might have something weird like Ice Beam. So I'm not going to bother Calm Minding right here. I'm just going to go for the Earth Power. And, well, oh yeah, I get burned because that's going to matter. So Mr. Man is able to just donk the Aggron. So Mega Aggron had the special property of not being able to be OHKO'd by anything except for Life Orb Sheer Force Landorus. So, yay. Lele comes in again. I go into Steelix. He goes for the Focus Blast and miss because he saw that Steelix was my answer to it earlier. So that really sucks. That would have brought me down to like enough where another one could have KO'd me and KO'd Weavile as well. And think the only thing that I would be able to bring in at that point would be Cress and go for a Toxic or something. But he does go into Slowbro again, doesn't want to risk another focus miss. And yeah, I don't really have much to break this Slowbro. Like, I don't want to switch into a Scald. Of course, like, nothing can switch into a Scald. I just got to get a little bit cheeky with my doubles, as we're going to go for the best turn ever. I Toxic, he Toxics. But as nice as having a Toxic on the Slowbro is, it would have been much better if I had not done that and later, like, gone for Spore again with the Amoonguss. But, Gengar's still alive, and in the event that I take out the Gengar, it's like he has another really easy switch into to Spore. So I could have played a little bit smarter about that, but again, it's like I didn't have anything for the Slowbro. Just going to Moonlight up. Gengar is, it's asleep, so I can go for a big Psychic. But, not enough to take it out. That's okay. He's probably going to stay fast asleep, so I can just go for that again. So Psychic is disabled. That's really whatever. But Toxic damage is really starting to rack up. I can't Psychic the Nidoking. He knows that. He's going to go for the Sludge Wave. And Hitmonchan's just got like... So I'm actually sitting pretty at 6-3. But Tapu Lele. But let's be real. Steelix is getting worn down pretty easily. I opted for Assault Vest over the leftovers, but that's almost certainly like so if he wears down Steelix enough, that would be Tapu Lele gives me a lot of trouble. So I've got Thunder Punch on here. I'm just going to see how much that's doing. That can potentially like 3-hit KO, but with the Toxic and all that, Scalda's doing a fair amount. He's obviously going to switch though to get that delicious regen back, as I can go for an Ice Punch. That does a fair amount of damage, but I figured he's going to go for another Earth Power, but instead Sucker Punch. So pretty smart play, but I know I can live a Sucker Punch and just take that out with Landorus. It was Shuka Berry, but yeah, at that range it didn't really matter. Lele comes in yet again to ruin my day and take out Landorus because I had no other switches for it. But I can get Amoonguss in because he's locked into that, and I take like nothing from it. But here's where I wish that I hadn't Toxic the Slowbro earlier. But I can get some nice Giga Drain damage. But oh my god, that Psyshock did so much. But luckily I have regen. So I'm sitting at 5-2, and I make the dumbest play in the world. I switch Weavile into Slowbro, knowing full well that it can KO me with Scald. I guess I was half expecting him to go for the Psyshock, but he had no reason to do so because Amoonguss was so low that Scald could have taken it out, and the switch was just so obvious. Steelix would have been obvious. It was just the wrong thing to sack. Hitmonchan was like at, 5% or something? Yeah. That would have been the much smarter play, to go into Hitmonchan and then bring Weavile back in. Go for the knockoff. He would have to either switch Slowbro out and go for the Lele or Sackbro, and then Lele would have to get locked into something not Psychic, and Amoonguss would have just eaten it for breakfast. So this was like the dumbest play of the century, like right up there with all of my Azumarill plays. This was just like, why did I do that? I had such a clear path to victory. That was just all kind of dumb. But Steelix is in here again. Slowbro is like just about to go down, and Scald is doing a lot, and I can get rid of this Slowbro for sure. But Steelix is low enough that Lele can actually take it out. And now my answers to Lele are Amoonguss, which is going to die to a Psychic, Hitmonchan, which is going to die to a Psychic, and Cresselia, and the only thing I can really do is Toxic it. So, and yeah, this looks like to be a losing battle, but I just got to do what I got to do. But yeah, spoilers, I'm just going to like speed this up a little bit because I just have to Toxic Stall this Tapu Lele to death, which unfortunately that was my only way to win at this point. Like I made that really dumb play with what do you call it, Weavile, so I just had to like Toxic Tapu Lele to death, which yeah, again, it feels kind of dirty, but I just had to do what I had to do. So yeah, we went from 6-3 to like 5-2 to like 2-0 because of how annoying Tapu Lele is. But yeah, good game to my opponent. I'm sorry that it kind of had to end the way that it ended, but you know, again, dummy of me. And yeah, thus concluding our regular season. We finished 7-5 plus 2? No, 7-5 plus 4. So that's a pretty respectable finish in my opinion. I've never gotten that many wins because I'm pretty bad, but yeah, that's it. And our regular season is finished. I still don't know if I'm getting into playoffs or not, but it would be really cool to find out. Maybe I'll put like a blurb in the video, but it's hey, past Trogdor, future Trogdor here. Just going to let you know that, hey, congratulations, you did it. You made it into playoffs. We're going to win. Cool. Bye. Looking very, very likely for me, so hopefully I upload some more of those in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, I'll see everyone in the I'll see everyone there if I make it, but otherwise I'll see everyone in the next video. I joined another league that draft analysis will be going up soon. I'll talk more about it at another time. But yeah, stay tuned for more exciting things coming up, whether it be playoffs or not, or check out my other league when that starts to go up. But yeah, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching the PTL season through its completion. I got a little bit lazy with uploads for a while, but that's why I'm just banging out. This is like video number 6 that I'm recording in a single day. So yeah, that's all for me. Toss a like if you liked it. Comment down below if you got anything else to say. And yeah, I'll see everyone in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.